Ladies, welcome to the channel. This is Cooking with Coach Joe. A little while back, we talked about incorporating some food and nutrition into the soccer program, and with that, welcome to episode one, where we're going to be taking a bit of an in-depth look at food and nutrition. Obviously, you ladies are all competitive athletes, elite athletes at that. So what you put in your body absolutely matters from the point of view of balanced nutrition, where you can get proper energy, proper food and nutrition into your body for training, for rest and recovery, and obviously for playing as well. So seeing that it is in and around the holidays, we're going to take advantage of the fact that, and if your house is anything like mine, we've got a ton of leftover food kicking around from all of the holiday entertaining that we've been doing. So this is a great opportunity to use up leftover roast meats or anything that you have kicking around, whether that's roast beef, roast turkey, roast lamb, could be a ham of some description, whatever the case is. There's usually an opportunity this time of year to have a bunch of food kicking around. So to be able to use those leftovers and repurpose them into something creative, something slightly innovative, and obviously something with a ton of flavor, that's always a good opportunity. And clearly with you ladies, wanting to get you a little bit more involved in terms of food preparation so that you understand, number one, where your food comes from, but obviously getting some balanced nutrition into your system as a means of a proper training regimen, I think is fundamentally important for athletes of your age. So what we will do is we're going to kick things off today. Episode one, we're going to be making Vietnamese rice paper rolls. Ladies, let me tell you something. Whenever I roast meat at home, whether on the barbecue or in the oven, I always make leftover just so that I can make this dish. It really is that good. It's simple, it's quick, but from a flavor standpoint, it is absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to get things started by just chopping up a few vegetables. First and foremost, wash your hands. Tiana, wash them. I'm watching. Ladies, what we're going to do is we're going to get some vegetables, whatever you have in the fridge, and whatever you like. You can use carrots, you can use celery, you can use cucumber. Today I've got some green onion and a little bit of bell pepper. But the most important thing is just use whatever you have kicking around the house and whatever it is that you like. And that way we make sure we get some vegetable content into the dish as well. So with these green onions, I'm going to cut off the root end of these green onions. These have all been thoroughly washed. And then what I'm going to do is start off with the green ends, just cut them into kind of little finger-sized pieces that are going to fit into our rice paper wrap. As I get closer towards the white end here, this white end is solid all the way through, so I'm going to split that in half all the way down, and then I'm going to give that a cut as well. And we're going to lay this out on the dish. Same thing with this one. One more time. We'll just give it a split down the middle, and we'll give it a quick slice. As we get into our bell pepper here, again, this has been very, very well washed. We're just going to use a simple box cut, go right down the side of the pepper, and we're going to leave all the seeds and all the white pith inside. That's not stuff that we want to eat, so we just want to make sure that we get the flesh of the pepper without anything else really getting in the way. We'll give that a slice, move this off to the side. And then again, as we slice these up, ladies, what we're going to do, let's make sure we pinch the knife with our thumb and first finger here. Make sure we pinch the knife so the knife's not rolling around on the board. Pinch it on either side so we get a good firm grip. And then as we slice, let's tuck those fingers underneath and use our knuckles here as a guide. So as we're slicing through, what we want to do is get everything evenly sliced in terms of thickness. And we'll put that right on our plate. Next piece. We don't want those fingertips dangling all over the place. Tuck them under where they're safe. And that way we can cut everything up and prepare everything off to the side so that we're ready to assemble. And you will be surprised how quickly this all comes together. This is all being made in real time, so you guys can see it from start to finish. There we are. Put these on there. And the last one. Don't worry about the speed. The speed will come. Just make sure we've got everything sliced up evenly so we don't have a big honking piece of anything. You know what, I'm just going to put this off to the side here. These are rice paper sheets. These are made essentially from rice flour. They take virtually no time to prepare. This is a pie dish that I have with warm water. All we're going to do is we're going to take these and just submerge them into the warm water. And these will literally take about 10 seconds to soften up. Once they do, we'll lie them on the board here, we'll fill them up, and that'll be that. It literally is just that simple. So while that's soaking, what we have here, as I mentioned, some green onion, some bell pepper. I've got some basil here as well. I've got our sliced up meat, and then I've got these cellophane rice noodles that I've boiled here as well. You can find these as well in any Asian grocery store or any Asian aisle of your favorite grocery store. These literally take minutes to cook. 2 minutes in a big pot of boiling water, and then I've rinsed them as they came out in the colander and I was draining them. I've rinsed them under cold water, so that way I've washed off all of the surface starch, and now they're separate and I can pull them out. Otherwise, when these cool, they're going to be one big blob of noodles. So we want to make sure that these are separate, and we can pull these and portion them into our rice paper roll accordingly. So we'll start things off. We'll get ourselves a few pieces of meat. Don't need a whole lot. And we'll just put them right in the middle of our rice paper wrap. We want to keep a little bit of space here around the edges for the wrap to basically be able to seal. So we've got a couple of pieces of our beef. We'll start things off with a couple of pieces of bell pepper. We'll get ourselves here a couple of pieces of green onion as well, just for some crunch and a little freshness. Then we'll go in there with, and you may just have to yank these a little bit, get yourself a little cluster of noodles, and we'll just lay these right across the top. Again, center them, make sure that we have a little bit of space on the outside. I've got a couple of sauces here that I'm going to use as condiments here. This is hoisin sauce. This is a sweet sauce made from soybeans. Again, you can find this in any Asian grocery store. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this a little line right across the top. And then, because Coach Joe likes it a little spicy, we have our sriracha. So what we're going to do is give this a shake as well and put a little line of sriracha sauce right on top. The last thing we're going to put on here, a couple of basil leaves. So just to cover things up, 1 and 2. And now we're going to fold this and assemble. So we take one side, roll it over the top. We then take our 2 sides here, bring one side in, bring the other side in, and you can feel this rice paper roll is kind of sticky. So as it makes contact with itself, it basically sticks together, and here we are. One rice paper roll completely made. I'm just going to take myself a dish, put that right here. Boom, here's one. And we're going to assemble another one, again, very, very quickly. So once we have all of our ingredients ready to go and assembled, this really comes together very, very quickly. And you would be surprised the level of flavor, the intensity of flavor that comes out of one of these, an absolute flavor bomb. So we'll give this a couple more seconds. Yank this guy out. There we are. Put him right here. We'll start again with a couple of pieces of our meat. Get that going in there. Make sure we have enough space on the outside. We'll do this one maybe with a bit of red pepper. We are. A little bit of green onion. All right. Got a couple of our noodles here. Right over the top. Again, make sure we leave space on the outside for this to seal. We get our sauces. A little bit of hoisin. A little bit of sriracha. There we are. And a couple of basil leaves. Boom, there we are. And we roll this guy up. Roll it over. One side in. Second side in. And we just roll this all the way over. And if we've done it right, it all sticks together. And there we are. Ladies, you got to try this at home. I want to see pictures from all of you. For any of the parents out there who are looking for some beverage suggestions to pair with our meal ideas, you know what? Send me a text and I'll get back to you. As always, ladies, looking forward to seeing the pictures on Playmetrics. and I will see you in the next episode.